Before we get started, thank God that Nintendo is literally releasing or re-releasing the Smash Bros. Amiibos. It's literally making them more accessible and making them so that we don't have to pay scalpers. So, round of applause for Nintendo. Good job. Look, I got a Game & Watch and Daisy, and I got Ness and Peach. Yeah, way to go. I have been inching closer and closer to my complete amiibo list. I know I probably look crazy looking around, but I was looking at all my amiibos. They're literally everywhere in the room. Everywhere. I have run out of space for them. What is up, you guys? Welcome to The Collective. My name is Furman, and in this video, we are going to be talking about my list of games that I think deserve a remake. Now, there's some heavy bias in this, so, just a little spoiler, just a little warning. These are just games that I absolutely wish they would come. I'm not over here making any demands, but man, if these ever got announced, it would be insane. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Alright, without any further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, we are not going to spare any expense. I'm not going to keep you or hold you. I'm going to show you exactly what you wanted to see. And it's the reason why you clicked on this thumbnail. It's because I included some Legend of Dragoon art, okay? And that's obviously going to be number one on the list of games that definitely, absolutely need to be remade. I mean, right now, currently, the studio that made this game still exists. I mean, they still make a ton of games to this day. It's a Japan studio. And them combined with Sony, it would be like a match made in heaven. I mean, how much more could you ask for in a JRPG? It's literally Power Rangers, kinda sorta, but with dragons. That is amazing. So it's already just like insane. I mean, the lore in the game is so good. There was a big giant war that happened like 11,000 years ago, and it was the war between the Dragoons and the other people that I'm blanking the name on right now. But yeah, these people had a big war and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't played it. But present day, you are playing as Dart and you go around collecting friends, and one of them, something happens to one of them. And we never recover from that. We get a better person though. So yeah, but this game, I mean, since day one, the first time me and my older brother played this game was actually in a demo. So it was in demo form, and we got to play a little snippet of the first part of the game. And I mean, guys, I'm telling you, this is one of the demo discs that we absolutely eviscerated. I mean, we annihilated this thing. We played that demo so many times that it was not even funny. And then, eventually we did end up buying the game. I didn't beat it myself, but my brother did, I think. That's what he said. He says a lot. I don't know if he's trustworthy. But yeah, he said that he beat it, and I didn't beat it. But I went back and I bought it because it was on the PS Vita or the PS3 or whatever, and I actually beat it. I actually beat it like 2020 or 2021. So yeah, I just had a blast with it. I will say that the last part, or disc 4, does get a bit grindy, so maybe if they do remake that, maybe tune that down a little bit, because oh my god, it was insane. But other than that, like disc 1, 2, and 3, it just flows so well, and the story's so good. The combat is amazing. I mean, the combat is so much fun. Just performing the additions, and you're sitting there tracking the little square box that like goes in and shows you. It's like Dance Dance Revolution, except for you're literally fighting. It's a JRPG. It is amazing. And then on top of that, you also get your Dragoon armor, which you unlock throughout the game. Everyone gets one. And it makes you stronger, it makes you do special attacks, and you have magic attacks. Although I will say the Dragoon magic attacks did drive me insane, just because it's got like a little spinning rotary thing, and like it's you gotta be truly skilled to land that thing every single time. I did eventually learn how to do it, but man, it wasn't through sheer like determination and effort and just grinding and trying to get good at it. But man, guys, I love this game. I absolutely love this game. And I mean, obviously you guys clicked in to see it. That's my guess. If you didn't, then this is really awkward. But this is like top tier. Number one list of games that I wish would get a remake, and hopefully it actually happens. You know, we have been getting a lot of rumors about it, so hopefully it does happen. Now, number two is one where I don't necessarily have a lot of experience on it, but you know, from what I've heard, and I've played a little tiny bit of it, I hear that it's one of the best JRPGs ever made, and it's Xenogears. And you know, also we obviously know this because it spun so many games. You know, we got Xenogears, we got the 4 or 3 Xenosaga games that came on the PS2, and then obviously we have the beloved Xenoblade Chronicles. You know, we got the original, we got Chronicles X, and then 2 and 3, and obviously these games are absolutely goated. But the reason why Xenogears deserves a remake is, one, because the game is truly amazing. I mean, it's not only one of the best JRPGs, but the art style is absolutely amazing. The fighting style is super cool too. And on top of that, you get to use mechs. And you know, for the PS1 era, the mechs actually look really cool too. I mean, this is like a match made in heaven. And obviously that's why they kept making games like them. But one of the unfortunate things when it comes to this game is the fact that it's not necessarily finished. Like, they kind of rushed the end of it. So I believe the first disc is really good, and then towards the second disc it kind of gets a little stale, or towards the end of the game it's, you know, it's just not very good. So that's from what I've been able to look up, from what I've researched and heard about. So I think this would definitely be one of the best candidates for a remake because of that fact alone. Now, number 3, you guys knew I was going to talk about it. I mean, I had to. Earthbound. Earthbound would be an amazing game for Nintendo to like literally remake, especially because the fact that we have new technology. We don't just have to go for the, oh, if we got a remake, then we got to do it the 3D and everything's got to be 3D. We don't necessarily have to do that. But you know, this game stands out above all when it comes to JRPGs because of the fact that it takes place in like that 90s modern America feel of things. I mean, it is just an excellent game. Beautiful storyline, cohesive storyline too, and on top of that, you have a cast of characters. Wow. Gotta love your wife when you're recording a video and she throws a rock at your window. Rude. But yeah, anyways, it has an amazing storyline and it has an awesome cast of characters. I mean, for the Super Nintendo era, they just had so much life and vitality in it. And on top of that, we have amazing music, guys. Amazing music. Like, one of my favorite songs is obviously going to be the snow area, you know, the part where Jeff comes from. I love that song. It is just so like nostalgia filled and it is so amazing. And it is just crazy to think that there's just a lot of people that, you know, haven't exactly played, don't really want to play it just because it kind of looks a little bit old or whatever, you know, whatever nonsense excuse they want to come up with. I think this game would be amazing, and especially in the 2.5D art style, you know, like what we're getting when it comes to Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3. what we got with Octopath Traveler, like games like this game would look absolutely gorgeous in it. Another game that would be absolutely amazing, absolutely gorgeous, straight from the Super Nintendo era, yet again, Chrono Trigger. Now, you guys already know I'm a huge fan of Chrono Trigger. You know, I didn't have it back then in the Super Nintendo era, but you know, we all knew about it. I did eventually get it. You know, I got it on the DS and I beat it and I absolutely loved it. And one of these days I will be jumping back into it to finish my New Game Plus, but you know, we got too many games to play right now, so let's just beat the ones we have right now. But yeah, this is another game that would be absolutely amazing in that 2.5D, you know, that beautiful, crisp visual art that we've been getting. And literally, it's the only thing that this game really needs. The art style just needs to get beefed up a little, made to look a lot better, you know, put on modern platforms, because nothing else needs to be done. The story is impeccable. The music is impeccable. You don't even need to remake any of that. You can just put the classic 16-bit music on it and it is god tier. It is just plain and simple. And obviously, you know, we have the best cast of characters and some of the goated characters ever. I mean, Chrono is awesome. Literally everybody in there is awesome, especially Frog. Frog is the best. Like, Frog has the best character arc in the whole game, and it is so good. It is so good. Now this one is going to be my honorable mention. This one might actually kind of catch you guys off guard, but I think they should remake Mega Man 64 or Mega Man Legends and Legends 2 if you were on the PlayStation. Now, this is also one of those games that I haven't necessarily beat because I've always hated the way it controls. I think the control scheme of this thing is absolutely disgusting. It is so bad that it drives me insane. And I haven't been able to like actually sit down and give it a chance to, you know, finally beat this game. But this is all the more reason why this game should be remade and brought to, you know, the modern consoles and stuff like that. Because if you were to just fix that issue and, you know, fix a little bit of the way the game plays, because, you know, it is very talk to everyone in the village and figure it out yourself. You know, we could use a couple waypoints, you know, way markers here and there, you know, to help us out a little bit, make it a little bit easier. But yeah, like, this is another game that has an excellent story, and you know, it's a Mega Man game. It's a Mega Man game that we literally forgot about. And honestly, I do think that if they were to remake 1 and 2 and they got a huge reception, like people were genuinely interested, then this would give them the reason to go in and make the third one that got canceled. Yeah, I think this would be an excellent choice to be, you know, remade, but you know, it's not necessarily super high on the list just because I'm not like a super fan of the Mega Man Legends game, but you know, I do think that it deserves to be on that list. And number 1 or number 5, I don't remember how I was counting this, but it doesn't really matter. Pokemon Black and White and Black and White 2. Now this, if you guys know how I've been talking about the Pokemon company as of lately, you know that I absolutely hate them now just because the quality of the games have just been getting worse and worse. You know, not including Legends. Legends was good. We can agree to that, but I just don't like the direction that the Pokemon games are going. I don't enjoy them personally, so that's why I, you know, chose option C, which is go and play people's ROM hacks, because those are infinitely better than anything that Pokemon Company is coming out with. But yeah, I do think that if these games were to get remade, and see, this is one of the things that worries me. This is one of the things that scares me. I want this game to be remade so bad because so many people missed out on them. Pokemon Black and White 1 and 2 are some of the lowest selling Pokemon games on the list to this day, but they are the best. They're the best as far as lore goes. It's debatable whether they're the best when it comes to Pokemon. I mean, I did enjoy that roster. I did enjoy the fact that they came up with 115 brand new Pokemon. I did like that. But, you know, a lot of people didn't really like it. But as far as the story goes, one of the best. I mean, I hold it almost as high as Gold and Silver. But yeah, this is just another game that it just makes perfect sense, and technically it is up next. It is the next one to get remade because, you know, a few years back we got Diamond and Pearl, and we all know how that went. Those games were really bad. But yeah, this is one of the issues that I have when it comes to Pokemon is I don't know if I trust them to remake these games and to do them justice. I think they would just end up going the cheap route. They end up going and doing whatever, like just putting some crap together and then calling it good, and it just drives me crazy because Heart Gold and Soul Silver are literally the standards when it comes to remakes. They are the best remakes we have ever gotten. And what did we get after that? We got Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which aren't as good as Heart Gold and Soul Silver in my opinion, but they're excellent games. They are absolutely good games. And then everything else after that was just downhill. So I don't know if I can trust Pokemon Company to even make these games good, but that's technically still sort of on the list because I love Pokemon. I mean, I wish that they would just do them justice. I wish they would do good, do right by Pokemon. Bring back Pokemon the way it used to be, where it felt like people cared about the games they were making. It didn't feel like they were just making crap to make money. Whew, that was a hell of a tangent, and I got way off script, but I guess I'm still kind of passionate about Pokemon. It just drives me crazy that they are the way they are. But yeah, that is my list. That is my list of games, my top 5 or I guess 6 games that I wish would get remade. And you know, now that I think about it, the one that's in first place, Pokemon Black, is probably the one that's gonna get remade. So I guess I probably shouldn't have included it, but well. Alright guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. My fingers are just not working. Alright guys, and we will see you on the next video. Peace! Yeah, now that I think about it, can I swap out Pokemon Black for Ocarina of Time? I mean, Ocarina of Time for the Switch 2? Running natively 4K? Holy crap! Oh my god. That would be absolutely amazing. Ooh, shiny!